All right, free radicals of all shapes, sizes, colors, denominations, orientations, educations, and even political affiliations. Aloha from sunny and very warm Florida. More global warming today. High temperature, about 87 where I live. Up north, you guys aren't liking things. I won't rub it in. I can't do it. Well, I can, but I'll stop. When you Google Tulsi Gabbard, and I did a whole video about Googling Tulsi Gabbard, it's typically always negative. Gabbard fails to qualify for debate she boycotted. Others may spurn it too. Spurn, there's a word that everybody uses. Hey, Bob, I'm spurning the golf course today. It looks like rain. Just skip, forego, not attend. This is by the Associated Press and the HPR news staff. HPR is kind of like NPR for Hawaii. There's Tulsi Gabbard. You know, Tulsi Gabbard is a beautiful woman. Why is it that they always photograph her in a way that doesn't do her justice? I mean, she still looks good here, but it's like the scowl, the partial scowl. Let's make sure we freeze it where she doesn't look attractive. And they can't win because she still looks really attractive. So, but that's their job. If you look at the pictures that all of these neoliberal news rags put out there, most of the pictures somehow make Tulsi Gabbard not look as attractive as she actually is. I'm just throwing it out there. You know, again, I'm a man, and it's just men that support Tulsi Gabbard. There's no women, even though she's constantly being photographed with women at campaign events. So those women, they're obviously just props. They're not actually women. They might identify as a woman. I'm sorry, I gotta stop. Hawaii Congresswoman and presidential candidate Tulsi Gabbard tweeted earlier this week that she won't attend the next DNC debate. And that is happening in 2 days in LA. As it turns out, she didn't qualify. This is what they gotta let you know. As it turns out, she didn't qualify. So she preemptively said no, and then she didn't qualify, and they're going to make sure everybody knows that she didn't qualify. Gabbard failed to meet the requirements. What do you mean? I saw plenty of polls that had her at 6%. The DNC failed to meet their requirements of being an honest broker. They set all these rules, and then you jump through the hoop, and then you move the hoop. Whoops, sorry. Are you okay? You bumped your head on the hoop. See these goalposts over here? Not only are we going to move them, we're just going to take them down completely. Because we're not going to do any more polls. Because if we do another poll, you might be at 6%, and then, you know, we're going to have to put you in there. And last time when you were on that stage, you caused chaos. People were wondering at the end of the debate if you even liked being a Democrat. And that's the correct posture if you're up there. Well, why is she a Democrat then, Dave? Why doesn't she run as a Republican? Because Trump is president and you're not going to beat the incumbent president, and she's a Democrat. She's trying to reform her own party. You numbskull? All right, I was just talking to somebody in general. Not you radicals out there. I'm in a weird mood today, sorry. Gabbard failed to meet the requirements. Only 7 candidates made the cut. And let me read this. We got Biden, we got Sanders, we got Warren, we got Mayor Pete Buttigieg, we got Amy Klobuchar, we got Klobuchar, and then we got the Yang Gang, and then, check this out, we got environmentalist Tom Steyer. Environmentalist! He's a hedge fund manager. He's a billionaire. He's not an environmentalist. He's not an environmental activist. Wow. So, you'd even just put businessman Tom Steyer. You got businessman Andrew Yang. But, see, Andrew Yang is an evil corporatist businessman. See, this is how they get you with language, people. If you're not paying attention, you're just, oh, environmental. I like Tom Steyer. I've seen him on Facebook. He's on my TV daily. He seems like a nice man. He's got a few, like, pockmarks on his face, but he seems like a really nice man. And he could probably buy my house and relocate me. Eminent domain, you know, I'm all for that, as long as Tom Steyer is... Environmental activist Tom Steyer. Why is he on the debate stage? Why is Amy Klobuchar anywhere near? Let me do the Amy Klobuchar head shake. Why is that head shaker on the debate stage? I guarantee you she's taken something when she goes up there. If she's not, then what's... I would be doing... If I were in news and I had the liberty to do it, what's wrong with Amy Klobuchar's head? Why does it keep shaking? Look, I gotta have fun with this, people, because the fun aspect of it, I know people want serious videos, and this is a serious video, but if I'm not having fun, then there's no point of me doing these videos, because I have to enjoy my life. Some progressives can't wrap their brains around that fact. They want me and everybody around them to be miserable. Here's what Tulsi tweeted. For a number of reasons, I have decided not to attend the December debate, regardless of whether or not there are qualifying polls. For a number of reasons. Okay, so let's look again what they said. They said it was in protest. She just said it's a number of reasons. She didn't say I'm protesting. She didn't say I'm boycotting. She just said I'd rather spend time with people in New Hampshire and South Carolina. So again, the news media has the tweet here, but yet they still report it the wrong way. She's not boycotting. She didn't say it's a boycott. You can call, if you want to call it a boycott. She says she wants to spend more time. She thinks the debates are a waste of time. So if this was worded properly, it wouldn't say in protest. It would say Gabbard thinks debates are a waste of time. A dog and pony show. By the way, I don't mean to insult dogs and ponies, because a dog and pony show would be far more entertaining than the Democratic debate. Now, as it also turns out, other candidates may boycott the debate as well, but over a labor dispute. As yesterday, as I did my video, it was just really tasty, juicy irony to see that these people are going to boycott because of a labor dispute. All 7 Democratic presidential candidates who qualified for next week's debate threatened on Friday to skip the event if an ongoing union dispute forces them to cross picket lines on the campus hosting it. Now, this was initiated by Bernie and Warren, who are both out of the box saying, nope, not going to, because they've got, you know, even Warren has got a few progressive enzymes, but Bernie, I think she was actually first. Bernie immediately followed suit, said, nope, not going to cross the line. Unite Here, Local 11 says it will picket as Loyola Marymount University hosts Thursday's debate. Warren and Sanders responded by tweeting they wouldn't participate. And then, of course, Biden, Mayor Pete, who's so in touch with the... Mayor Pete is such a working class hero that he was right there with him. Klobuchar, environmental activist Steyer, and businessman Yang followed suit. Well, I love the environment. I'm going to have to just call Tom Steyer and just thank him for his environmental activism, because he is a renegade. And I'm thinking maybe I should, you know, check my 401k and see if Tom can manage that, because, you know, he manages those sorts of things and he can help my portfolio. And actually, I don't have a 401k. Anyway, the DNC should find a solution that lives up to our party's commitment to fight for working people. Oh, yeah, they're such the party of the working class. That's why they got 2 billionaires running for president, trying to buy their way in. Where's Bloomberg on this? I know he can't be in the debate till they change those debate rules. In the DNC, they might change the debate rules for next year. By the way, as Jesse Ventura said, you got to wait for all the poachers to leave. And that's why you still have Hillary looming out there. She's going to look at this field and go, my name ID can get me to first place. I'll be the #1 candidate as soon as I declare. She'll be right in the pack as soon as she announces. And I tell you, it's a strong possibility. Mark the tape here. Mark the video. 9 minutes and 30 seconds. I said Hillary could jump in 2020. And everybody's going to go, that's impossible. She's got to file paperwork. She hasn't filed paperwork. That's true. Maybe she's never going to get in there. We know that Bloomberg filed all the correct paperwork. Maybe all the paperwork's already been filed. We don't know. It's all hush-hush. The DNC should find a solution, and this is funny, again, to live up to the party's commitment to fighting for working people. I have to keep going here because this is... Sanders tweeted, I will not be crossing the picket line, while Biden tweeted, we've got to stand together because we're better together. Again, Hillary Clinton comes to mind because that was her great campaign. We're better together. No, you're better in prison. Oh, all right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that, but it was easy. A job is about more than just a paycheck. It's about dignity. Dignity. The other candidates used Twitter to post similar sentences. I would have loved to have heard what Mayor Pete said. I concur. My CIA contact has told me that I concur. Even though once I get elected, it's all about Wall Street, folks. Unite Here, Local 11 says it represents 150 cooks, dishwashers, cashiers, servers, all of these people working on Loyola Marymount and their beautiful campus, which, by the way, I'm sure tuition at Loyola Marymount is not cheap, and thus these people need to get paid accordingly. Okay? I'm tired of people saying that grunt work isn't work. It's the hardest work. These people come home, they're achy, they're tired, they work like nonstop. I did dishwashing in college. I lasted less than a month. It was the hardest job I think I've ever quit. Okay? It was easy to quit, but it was a hard to do job, and these people should get paid adequately. I was a wuss. Workers and students began picketing on campus in November to voice their concern for a fair agreement. The company abruptly canceled the scheduled contract negotiations last week. Isn't that appropriate? Maybe they hoped that the DNC being there, would cause these people to kind of back off. But they didn't do it. It didn't work. The DNC, at least I can give them some credit, mostly Sanders and Warren again, because everybody else would have been like, let's just find another venue. And by the way, they still might. I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to cancel the debate? Look, if I'm the DNC, wouldn't it be hysterical in light of what Tulsi Gabbard did early on if they just canceled this? We are, less than a week, or will be less than a week away from Christmas? People are not focused on politics at all right now, in general. So this wouldn't be a bad debate for them to cancel and reschedule. Even if they pushed it between, I think a good time for the debate would be between Christmas and New Year. Because everybody's off from school, a lot of people are off from work, and everybody could actually focus on what is happening in that debate. And by the way, I would say you'd have to conduct another poll to see how Tulsi Gabbard is doing. And I would say, hey, Tulsi, maybe make this your last debate, but guess what? If she just wants to forego the whole thing, I don't blame her. But it would be more juicy irony if they canceled and they had to cancel. This would be like a divine thing. Like God said, nope. Tulsi's right. God and Tulsi agree. Anyway, DNC Communications Director, I have no idea how to pronounce any of that, said both the DNC and the university found out about the issue earlier Friday, but expressed support for the union and the candidate's boycott, stating that DNC Chairman Tom Perez would absolutely not cross a picket line and would never expect our candidates to do either. We are working with all stakeholders to find an acceptable resolution that meets their needs. How about go outside, Tom? How about go outside the venue? Have the debate outside. If the weather is okay. Okay, if it's what? It's California, right? Is that where they're having this? It's Loyola. It's in California. Let me just check here. Yeah, Los Angeles. So, I know they've had some rain recently. How about go outside, hand the microphone to these debate people, I'm not debate people, the protesters, and the picket line people, and say, hey, what's your question? What's your question for Bernie Sanders? And Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren will do well. Everybody else will not do well answering these questions. But at least they'd actually be representing the party of the working class. The DNC also confirmed that 7 candidates had hit both the fundraising and polling. Okay, we already went there. The lineup is a blow to New Jersey Senator Cory Booker, who launched a late six-figure digital and radio advertising push to hit the polling threshold to make the debate, but failed to win the 4% needed in any qualifying surveys. And that guy's got a ton of corporate cash, Cory Booker, and with all that money, he still couldn't make it. He and former Housing Secretary Julian Castro, the only Latino candidate in the field who also failed to make the debate, have been outspoken critics of the DNC for a process. They've been outspoken critics? I don't remember hearing Julian Castro talking about this. When? I don't remember. Anyway, they say has disadvantaged minority candidates by emphasizing small dollar donors who tend to be overwhelmingly white, older, and well off. Okay. So this is a knock on Bernie Sanders. Emphasizing small dollar donors. Oh, so these guys are angry that their corporate cash. Wow. This is crazy. So these two guys are mad that their corporate cash, which comes probably from white, older, well-off, large donors. Oh my gosh. Where's the duct tape? Can you believe they're actually saying this with a straight face? While California Senator Kamala Harris, one of just two other African-American candidates in the field, qualified for the December debate, she dropped out. She dropped out last week because of fundraising struggles. How could she qualify for this debate? Oh, because it's in California. Yang is the only minority candidate who made the stage. Wow. Here we go with the bean counting. Yang is a minority. Thank you. Thank you. At least you admit that Yang is a minority. I'm wondering maybe if Yang isn't because he's not the right minority. This is just too confusing. Identity politics is too confusing. I can't keep score. Loyola Marymount said that it is not a party to the contract negotiations, but that it had contacted the food services company involved, Sodexo, and encouraged it to resolve the issues raised by Local 11. In other words, hurry up and resolve, figure this out. We need to get this debate off the ground. Hurry up! Hurry up! We don't want to see this in public. Earlier today, LMU asked Sodexo to meet with the Local 11 next week to advance negotiations and solutions. Well, next week is next week. It's this week. LMU is not an agent nor a joint employer of Sodexo, so trying to distance themselves, nor are the Sodexo employers assigned to our campus employees. LMU is proud to host the DNC presidential debate and is committed to ensuring that the university is a rewarding place to learn, live, and work. Man, is this passing the buck. It's just passing the buck. Hey, they're not really they're a contractor. You know, we contract these employees. They come in. They don't work directly for us. So we don't have anything to do with this. This isn't us. Please continue to come to our university. Please send your kids for this overpriced college education. By the way, this is the second location site set to host the December debate. In October, the DNC announced it wouldn't be holding a debate at the University of California because of concerns raised by the local organized labor community. This is hilarious. See, if the party of labor was still the party of labor, they wouldn't have this problem. Everybody would be delighted to have them. This would be wonderful. Wow, the Democrats are coming. They can address these issues with us and make sure that we're getting, decent living wages and housing and benefits and the things that we need since we work so hard in the community. But everybody doesn't want the DNC. This ain't the party it used to be. Anyway, this is less about Tulsi Gabbard and more about the failure of the DNC. And that's what this is about. And it continues to be about that. And there are many Tulsi Gabbard supporters these days that are starting to think that, the Democratic Party, people who are Democrats, I think the Democratic Party, they're going to lose more. They're going to lose more people, not to Republicans, but just people who are going to go independent, green, libertarian. They're just going to get out. Because the whole thing is a corporate monster. All right? And they're all worried about their image. The university's worried about their image. The DNC debate, they're worried about their image. They're not worried about working people. So there you have it. Tulsi Gabbard again, looking a little like a prophet here. Maybe it's because she's wearing the white pantsuit, you know? Although when Hillary wears it, she looks stunning. When Tulsi wears it, you know, it's evil and demonic and so forth. The double standard. It just continues. And thanks for watching the video. Don't forget, if you can help me out over on Patreon or PayPal, one of my videos mysteriously went into demonetization status after being up for 3 or 4 days, which is very odd. So I would say an algorithm wasn't responsible for that. So we all have to be vigilant, like my friend, the Vigilant Independent, who also has a channel. And if you can help me out, like I say, I know it's tough this time of year. The holidays are here. You can, you know, throw $10, $20, whatever you can afford. I'm not getting a ton of donations. I did a few weeks ago. I know this time of year it's rough, but I will put my PayPal email address in the description of this video, and we'll go from there. And more content is on the way. And don't forget to check me out over on Rockfin as well, as I have original content that is not this stuff over there. So you can get different videos if you sign up with Rockfin. I'm Dave. I'm the Radical Independent, and we will talk very soon. See you then.